day's journey ahead, and timing is of the essence. And no, we don't. Wait, is the stream up?
Yes, it's ready.
Are we live? Are we live?
We're live. We live.
Don't forget, roll in or action or something. Come on.
Fuck it, we're doing it live. All right, Alara, rising with the morning sun, smells the air. Smells like this pond that you slept by all night. It's kind of damp and, there's like
Dead
bugs
owl.
flying around it.
Dead owls.
Smells like the errant ass of a dead owl.
Okay.
A lot of that going on lately. Hilarious.
I don't know what's up with dead owls, but they are,
And they're
smelling bad out here.
Can we get some
Yeah.
dead owls in the chat?
Chat, please. So the four of you begin making your journey in the morning at dawn after cleaning up the bonfire to make sure you don't set fire to the woods. You begin again along your bike trail led by your ranger staying alongside the road. As you first begin to travel, Alara describes to you the location you're trying to reach by the end of today. There are two mountains that are reaching a cleft between the two of them that lead to a valley pass. Along that pass, there is a fork. One heads into a cave and the other heads between the two mountains. At that fork, at sundown, the route shall reveal itself. Pew pew.
Wait.
Routes revealing themselves at sundown. Thank you, hobbits.
What is it? The thrush knock thrice or something? Like we get one of those
Does the
moments.
thrush not drive?
You will find a lock.
At sundown,
Fucking burgle, go burgle something.
the light will shine upon a dead owl marking the path.
We came all this way so Gary could steal some shit and we could go back to Sweeney. Let's go.
You travel throughout the morning. It's hotter than yesterday, but it seems as though the humidity is on the rise and there seems to be a storm coming. It looks to be a dark cloud rolling ahead of you, as if the precipitation is bundling up at the foot of the mountains you are hiking towards this very day. You spend the first half of the day looking into this darkness ahead through the woods. As you reach noon and the sun gets to its apex in the height, it begins to disappear behind clouds and the day becomes much darker. Also, the forest begins to become much smaller. Not in land size, but the trees and plant life and occasional wild animal you see darting about become more normal size for the four adventurers. No longer a giant forest, trees begin to turn into regular 15-foot tall trees with thinner trunks, and things begin to look much more as they do at home for you all.
That's through the clearing?
No, in the
Through
woods
this
that you're...
thing we had to wait? Down the path or whatever?
Like, while you're traveling through the woods on your way?
Yeah, it's on the other side of that path that we were waiting to go through.
You're not at that path yet. You're on your
Oh.
way to these mountains in the woods at midday, and the forest is changing around you from a giant forest to a regular-sized forest. Also, at this time at noon, the sun is sliding behind clouds of the storm clouds you've been looking at all morning as you've been hiking closer and closer to them.
Shit. So it's not a gradual change? It happens suddenly? Like everything around?
No, it is a
that
gradual
size?
change.
Okay, alright.
There is
I didn't know if
a
it's some kind of
gradual...
magical, like all of a sudden, all the shit is a different size, or if it's
No.
just we were walking
Gradual
into
change.
Gradual change. Okay.
It's hard to notice at first because the underbrush of the giant forest, looks almost like trees and larger bushes of your world, but slowly the size of the trees on average begins to decrease until you find yourselves walking through a normal, quote-unquote, sized forest.
Okay.
At this moment, Garrett, you notice something. You hear a faint whisper, only you seem to hear. stops you in your tracks. Have you found it?
Garrett whispers to himself, "Not yet."
Head east from your trail. You will find a manor tucked amongst the woods.
Garrett nods to himself.
All right.
Then Garrett speaks up to the group and he says, "Hey guys, I think we should head east.
Alara
Over
says,
there."
we have to get there by sundown. What are you talking about?
There's something I gotta do.
How long is this gonna take, Garrett?
Is this important?
It's very important.
When he says that, he has a very grave look on his face. Almost one of fear. Ibu,
Oop.
what do you think?
Can I tell if he's lying?
If
Because I nat
it's
20'd that.
if it's more,
No, you could tell that he seems to be telling the truth. He definitely believes that whatever is going on is important.
if it's so
Even
important,
that.
you can tell us.
Ooh. Okay. Ibu wants some truth if he's gonna delay the main objective.
Garrett kind of sighs and says, "Guys, this is the one thing that's been the most important thing to me. I actually owe a dragon a treasure, and over there to the east is where this treasure is. It's something I just gotta do."
Okay.
What kind of bullshit are you talking about, dragons?
He was 100% on board. Just like, alright, cool. You told me.
Well, let's go.
Alara,
Go.
great reaction, because dragons aren't known in this world.
What the heck is a dragon?
It's a giant creature that's very powerful. More powerful than anything that you've ever known.
What do you know?
What do you gotta do?
Well, you know that I know.
You don't know my life. You don't know my struggle.
You don't know mine.
Hey, what do you gotta get for this dragon?
It's a painting, and if I don't get this, she's going to kill me.
Alright, you gotta tell us about this dragon on the way. I start.
I'll tell you
Blowing up.
everything I know, but it's not much.
All right. As you head east, Garrett, you feel like an energy kind of pulling you in a direction, like you know the path as if you've been there before. And while you're walking, go ahead and tell your story, however you want to tell it.
Garrett's not a great storyteller. He's more like a guy that's in the moment on the adventure. But he's gonna try his best to convey to his friends that how important and dire the situation is. So Garrett starts.
say-
Go ahead.
Sorry, I say, don't worry, I'll help you out with that. And I try to do some performance to animate Garrett's poorly
Story.
told story while we're on the way.
Oh.
To make it a little more entertaining and exciting.
Oh, the nat 20. Oh wait, no, I'm looking at the wrong thing. That's
That was
fucking
my
Cody's
insight on
stream
I got
from ages
21
ago.
on
21 on the performance.
the
Ooh.
performance.
With some C-3PO hand gestures and voice work from Return of the Jedi, Grizz co-tells a story from Garrett.
Amazing.
Moment.
Yes.
Garrett,
Back in the day,
do you want to actually tell the story? Yeah. Okay.
I'll briefly go over it.
Yeah.
Back in the day, I was attempting a burglar to burglar this house, and while I was doing that, I was approached by a person or a human-like figure that turned into a dragon and told me that if I didn't get this item, that she would kill me. So it's very important to me, and I don't usually take anything seriously. I'm kind of always there for the adventure, but this time, it's about my life.
As he kind of completes that last "it's about my life" sentence, he in the front of the group pushes some brush to the side, and there is suddenly a grass clearing. And at the edge of this clearing, about 100 feet away from you, stands a large stone manor with columns on its front porch steps and almost a bank-like appearance from the front. It seems very out of place here in the middle of these woods. There are no paths leading to or from it anywhere that you can see from the front of the house. The windows are covered in stained glass art showing different depictions of battles, angels, demons, and other beautiful workings, and the marble and stone work used to construct the home is of the highest caliber. The door to the front of it is a large red double door, one side of it pushed open.
Garrett continues to tell his story right before he just immediately goes over to the opening there, and he said, and as she told me that she would kill me if we didn't get this, she turned into a dragon and flew away. Her wings were golden, shiny. It was the craziest thing I've ever seen, and the most scared I've ever been in my life.
It's scary. Baby.
Right?
Can I get a wisdom saving throw from everyone in the party, please?
Oh, it's gonna be bad. Oh, it's epically bad.
Oh, dear God almighty.
Yep. By the way, can I do one of these afterwards?
Doing a what afterwards? An Arcana check?
Mm-hmm. I mean, obviously I'm about to possibly like get hit by something. I wasn't trying to do it beforehand. I was just like,
Oh,
okay,
yeah.
in response.
Here we go. Sorry. Sue, let's see.
There it is. I was trying to find my fucking notes.
That is Garrett passes the wisdom save. Everyone else fails the wisdom save. So Ibu, Grizz, and Alara, a sudden, deep terror strikes at the core of you, and you feel compelled to sprint away from this house.
That's amazing. What a great role-playing moment that Garrett's the only one that passed.
As the three of them turn and run with almost no word or reason, Garrett's standing alone in the door. Oh, actually, hold on, I'm sorry. Apparently, you also, after this initial terror shocks you, in the doorway, see what it is you fear most in the world, personified.
Fuck.
And then you turn, run, and use your dash to sprint away from it. Garrett, you turn to see a lone old man, a human even. His beard is gray and it runs down to the floor. He's holding a staff in one hand and in the other hand a crystal orb that has inside of it a swirling black mist centered upon it. And let's get some initiative rolls.
Ooh. Fuck.
Okay. Ibu,
Another wisdom saving throw?
on your turn, you are incapable of making the wisdom saving throw unless you lose line of sight of the wizard in the doorway, which to you looks like whatever your world's biggest fear is. You are currently in an open grass field. You are 70 feet away from this front door, 30 feet away from the woods, in which there are going to start to be trees and shrubs and things for you to hide behind to attempt to break this magical fear.
My speed is 35, so could I get behind a tree?
Okay, yes. You rush up and step behind a tree.
Now I can
And you
wisdom
may now
saving
use
throw?
your action to do a wisdom saving throw. You are still afraid. You try to forget what it looked like when you saw it, but it haunts the back of your eyelids. When you close them, you can see its silhouette and light in the darkness. And now it's whoever's turn is next. I believe that is Garrett.
So he's just staring at the old man right now?
Yeah, you and an old man are about 5 feet away from each other. He's in the doorway, you're standing right at the door.
And he sees me. Okay. Garrett asked the old man, "Who are you?"
I am the owner of this home. What are you doing here?
Garrett explains that he's been sent here by unknown forces. He doesn't know how he was led to this spot.
When you say by unknown forces, he raises his head a little bit, squints his eyes, looks down upon you. Did she send you?
Garrett says, "I don't know," and he shakes his head from side to side. Who is she?
That golden bitch. When will she just die? I've lived hundreds of years in this home. You all must leave now, or I will be forced to kill you all.
Garrett explains that he means him no harm. He's merely here to save his own life.
Puzzled, he gestures for you to continue.
Garrett's now afraid, and he says to the old man, it was her. She sent me to retrieve something from you.
Yes, she's been after my painting for a long time.
That's right, and if I don't get it, she's going to kill me.
Well, if you try to get it here, I'm gonna kill you. So it seems you have a decision to make.
Garrett said, "It looks like I'm going to die either way." As he says that, he turns his back on the old man and walks away out of the building.
All right. He stands there. Don't come back. And you hear the door slam behind you. And now it is whoever's turn is next. Grizz, you're up.
Same situation, right?
Yeah, you're feared. You made a break line of sight on the guy, which you do now have because the door is
Yeah,
closed
so-
and he is inside.
Do I wisdom save then?
Yes, wisdom save.
Oh wow.
You break the fear. Pow.
Where is he? Where did he go? I asked Garrett.
Garrett says he's pissed, but there's another way in this house. There's just gotta be. He's trying to look around and see if there's another way in.
Oh,
Love a man with a
sneaky,
plan.
sneaky Garrett. All right. Okay, we're gonna drop out of. We're gonna drop out of initiative, and the two of you that are still feared, go ahead and do saving throws. Actually, no, never mind. The concentration would be over now. So the fear breaks, but also dope saving throw there, Alara.
Just kidding.
I-
Fuck your roll.
I ain't afraid of no ghost. Hey,
Alright. Gosh dang it, that is not what I wanted.
Oh, can I do and see if this house is manor is magical in some way?
You
Or so
wanna-
to get- Would that be an Arcana check?
Arcana.
Oh, I guess. Hold on. Let's do that. Hold on.
What?
I was doing something else.
Yeah. Not that. I have a spell.
So
Oh, no, I don't.
Arcana is like remembering something you know about magic that could cause
Yeah,
what's
I
happening
would
in
be.
front of you. So like, is there a spell that could have moved a house out into the middle of nowhere? Yes, I remember that kind of spell. I've heard of it once before. It's this, or it's these grouping of spells. Like, or if you witness a magical effect, Arcana is able to tell you what school it might be from, or how powerful that spell is. But it's not going to sense magic in the area around you. That's what identify magic for, or detect magic is for.
Yeah, which I don't have memorized right now.
Hey, it's okay, bud. Why are we sad? Why are you a sad panda? Somebody sexually harassing you at work? I hope not, because, you know, you and I are the only two people here, and that'd be real weird. So,
Awkward.
take it up with HR.
Oh lord.
I know I wipe your genitals 5 times a day, but
Sounds like sexual harassment to me.
Yeah.
Diana.
Wipe's a new one.
That's
Is that what they're
unwanted,
calling it?
Unwanted physical contact.
unsolicited sexual interaction. Sexual.
All right, so the 4 of you are standing out in this field, kind of at the 100 feet away at the forest's edge, gathered back up after your little fun encounter there, in which 3 people saw the thing they're most afraid of in the doorframe, and Garrett saw an old man.
Oh,
Which also happens to be what I'm most afraid of. No, I'm just
I was
kidding.
gonna say. I thought that was what I was most afraid of too.
Old men.
I believe you'd have seen the gold dragon, probably, if you.
Yeah. Oh,
Or
there's
like
things I'm afraid of.
that painting on fire, or something just horrible like that. You know?
No.
Fuck.
It's me as an old man burning the painting. That's what it is.
And then
I'm gonna give some guidance to Garrett to hopefully find another way into this place.
Ooh, a little guidance. Add a D4 to an ability check.
Baby. Does Garrett see any other entrances after I get guided?
Perceive it up, my friend. Ooh. And then with the extra D4 on top of
Got
that,
it.
go ahead and hit me with that extra D4, please.
You got
Okay,
me pretty much.
okay,
yeah.
okay. All right. So Garrett glances around the house. Each of the windows is, like I said before, stained glass, so they don't appear to open. But upon further inspection, you do notice upon the roof there is a small smokestack that maybe a very small person could fit in.
Garrett is gonna take up that rope that he has,
Taking out that rope.
and he's gonna climb on up in the roof to the chimney.
So if I wanted to, oh, go ahead.
Yes. No. Go ahead.
If I wanted to try to remember something about this house, if I knew before, would that be a history check?
Yeah, that would be history. So history is like specifically related to things you've experienced, whereas all of the other intelligence checks, minus of course investigation, are about things you might have learned about that different thing.
Okay.
So like a nature intelligence check is like stuff you might have learned about nature through your lifetime, remembering it specifically, whereas history is like specific events that you're trying to remember from your past.
Considering like from this forest area,
Yes. What'd you roll for history? Where's it
I
at?
haven't rolled it yet. I was just wondering if
Well,
that's what I should do.
fucking roll it.
Yikes.
Look at that fucking dope history roll. You do remember this area. There was never a house here before. There wasn't a house here when you came through with that warring party 4 days ago.
Okay, Alara is confused. Because-
But you're so
Where the
smart.
fuck did this house come from?
so before, can she stop Garrett?
She can certainly try, as he
Okay.
walks over with a rope in his hands.
Wait.
Garrett
This
is
is
swinging the rope.
There's something weird about
does
this house.
it have a rock tied to it, or a grappling hook?
He's
Like,
gonna
is it
lasso the chimney.
lasso in the chimney? Doing some lasso work. Roll me a survival check for lasso work.
Oh, I did acrobatics, but I'll do that too. Oh my lord.
Oh.
Ooh, bro.
You ain't no horse wrangler, and you ain't no chimney wrangler either.
Garrett, stop. There's something weird about this house. It
Garrett
wasn't.
actually tries to throw the rope and he falls on his ass. What are you talking about, man?
This house wasn't here before. We walked through here.
wasn't
We
here.
walked through here 4 days ago, and it was not here. I don't think it's going to be as simple as climbing in a chimney.
How is that possible?
I don't
Magic.
know.
Ebu
Yeah.
walks over. Magic.
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 Voodoo magic.
And I go, like fingers like twirling, and I'm all ooh.
As stupid as that sounds, it's probably right.
He just always sounds stupid.
Rubbing his ass because it hurts from falling on it. And he's like,
The cartoon "I hurt my butt" rub.
yeah.
Alara, have you ever seen magic like this before?
What kind
Okay.
of magic moves a house?
Not that I've read about. I assume because I did an Arcana check earlier.
You did? I didn't
yeah.
count it. I just.
So should I do an
Oh,
Arcana
the
now?
18? Oh. Yeah, we were still debating what the Arcana did,
Arcana.
and I didn't know if you. Arcana. If you still wanted to do that. Because you
So
were.
you want me to roll again?
Arcana or
Sure,
Arcana?
yes.
Okay.
Arcans. Oh. He can't remember anything
You
about a
can't-
spell that would move a whole
Can't
house.
remember. Yeah. So not that I can remember reading about.
Move or create a whole house out of nothing. And it is too large for any spell you have to create an illusion
Yeah.
of a house.
Yeah. It was like maybe an illusion, but it's beyond my ability to do so.
I'm just making a logical leap here, and I don't know if I'm right, but if this house appeared here, there's a possibility it could appear somewhere else, and I don't think splitting up the group to go inside that house is a very good idea.
So we charge in together.
Together or...
Whoa.
At this moment, Ibu pulls out his spear and his shield.
I'm like, okay.
All right. So let's hear everybody else's opinion on the.
Yeah.
Well, Garrett, if I have an understanding of everything correctly after that beautiful story, it's either fight a wizard today or fight a dragon tomorrow. Which would you rather do? This is
Okay.
Garrett says, I don't want to do either one.
I choose dragon.
Are you saying this house isn't real? Or it's here for now and we can find it again later?
I don't-
What are you saying?
I've never seen magic like this before. I'm saying that if you sneak into a house like this and it appeared here, out of seemingly nowhere, it could disappear just as easily, and we would lose you to the house and not know where you could be.
We can't lose you.
What if
We
she
either all
shows
go
up
together.
and she demands the painting? What am I to give her?
That's why I said you want to fight a wizard today or a dragon tomorrow. We don't know when she'll come across. No, you'll fail your mission, but did she tell you about this place? How did you know to come here? How could you sense the house?
It must have been the strong magic. Whatever you guys are talking about. It felt like a feeling, like a very strong, like I've been here before. Something just guiding me and telling me to go here.
I don't know if you can pray upon her mercies to hopefully find it again. I don't know if you'll have another chance.
So just magically, you felt the house? That's not ominous at all.
Yeah, but Garrett doesn't know that.
No, that's Alara. That's Alara saying to Garrett.
Well, yeah, kind of. Garrett actually doesn't remember the deadline on getting this painting.
I don't believe she gave you one.
Okay, then that's why he doesn't remember it, because I have a lot of notes on it. Now that I've found them. Well, perhaps we could meet up. God, what's the person's name?
Asper.
We're supposed to meet Asper. Yeah. Meet up with him, and then this house could still be here on the way back.
You're taking a chance. I just want you to know, this may be your last opportunity. And me and Ibu, we ready to roll on some wizard ass.
He seems very powerful. And we do have a deadline on one of these missions.
We powerful too.
That's right.
Do you guys think I should try to get on the roof and sneak in? Or do you guys...
I think that is a terrible.
I think that's a great idea.
Alara?
Alara's thinking.
Do you have any magic that I could
Do
use?
you have any, I thought you were going to leave it at that. Do you have any magic?
Do you have
Do you have any magic?
Do you have magic on your phone?
Okay, so Alara's gonna kind of mock his question. Do you have any magic? Of course I do.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna find it in my book. So for this is outside. For spells outside of my learned spells, I have to have them queued up to use, right?
I don't follow. What do you mean?
So like it's written in my spell book, right?
Yes.
But I can't
So
actually
like
cast
identify is in your spell book. You can't cast it unless you have it prepared with the red dot for the
it.
day.
Right. Got it. Okay. Man,
Now it is also a ritual, so you could technically, you as a wizard can ritual cast things that you don't have prepared. So alarm, detect magic, and identify, they're all rituals, and you could technically cast them without expending a spell slot, but you gotta spend 10 minutes doing it. 10 minutes
Okay.
plus whatever the original casting time is. So if it's an action, then it's just 10 minutes. If it's a minute, then it's an 11-minute cast, and so on
Okay.
and so forth.
So if you give me some time, I could try and figure out what's going on with this house. I have a spell to do that. Otherwise,
have any time?
I need 10 minutes.
Do we have an idea of what our window is to... You're the only one that would know, Alana. How long it's going to take us to get to...
And how much time have we spent off track?
So Alara would assume that if you handled this within the hour, you could spend the rest of the day traveling at a very high pace and possibly
Yeah.
still make your time, but you'd be loud and easily found in the woods and not, not safely traveling. You'd be on the road running, basically, or jogging the whole day, making it very easy for creatures and giants and people alike to find and or ambush you. It would be unsafe travel, but you could do it. How's that?
I say you detect away. 10 minutes isn't gonna...
Okay, so she kind of sits down cross-legged, opens up her tome, and finds her notes on detect magic and begins
While this is
the
happening,
ritual.
Yeah, while she's mumbling about that shit.
Garrett's like, he's pondering to himself, and he actually pulls out a little flask, the endless flask, and he's just kind of relaxing and going over this stuff in his head real quick. He's saying, what could make a dragon that powerful? Like, why doesn't she just get it herself? Why is she making us do this? How powerful does that make this guy who owns this painting?
Is he saying this, or are you just thinking to yourself?
He's saying it out loud, like,
Okay.
to everyone.
Thinking out loud to the group.
Yeah.
Maybe he's just real slippery. Maybe he can detect her coming, but maybe he can't detect some random group of nobodies stumbling to his house that apparently appears in places. It's just a thought. I'm not saying he's not powerful. I'm just saying it might not be that she can't beat him. It might be that she can't ever sneak up on him. She can't get the jump. He can disappear when he needs to. I don't know.
That's true. That's very possible.
It's really up to you. I mean, sounds fun to fight a wizard or a dragon. So it's a gamble either way. So
Garrett looks at Grizz and he says, she was a gigantic golden dragon. She had a red and black mane. She had molten, red glowing from her throat, like she could breathe fire. And her teeth were twice as big as me. That sound like something you want to fight?
no, I'd much rather use my new celestial magic Kiori gave me to get this guy to shut the fuck up instead of casting spells, and then kill him. Take his fucking painting.
Man, Gris has gotten bloodthirsty lately.
You don't know that. Alara, this is all you know of him.
I mean, this is meta, but you know, Gris is that Daruk's death hit him hard.
Yo, man.
Yeah, man.
It's a game changer, bro.
His personality completely shifted. I can't care
Hard
about
out here for a pen.
Yeah, I guess it is.
Man, I don't know. I can't pay attention to the risks in the situation. Never tell me the odds, dude. Like,
I'm just done with this old man. He needs to die.
Everybody's gonna die sometime. Grizz's like whole world is like that. Fuck it.
Garrett says, well, we don't have much time. We should formulate a plan if we're going to do this. We can choose to do it or not. What would you have me do? Rush in the front door again while you silence him?
Actually, now that you mentioned it, might not be a bad idea for you to try to slip in through the roof while we tell this bastard that we're taking the painting and have you look like you're hidden. Maybe you can get away with the painting and we don't have to kill this dude.
What if
We
he
can just
notices
buy
I'm
you
not
some
there?
time.
I'll
He's gonna have to leave us to fight you. That'll give us an opportunity. Might be all we need. What do you think, Ibu?
I think we distract while he get the painting.
I like it.
Since I can't throw for shit, and I just hurt my ass, I'm gonna need a way on that roof there.
Ibu, try to throw a spear over the side so we can loop a rope around there, or maybe use some of those claws to make a, some kind of hooky thing. Attach it to a rope, throw it up there.
Hooky
See what
thing?
sticks. Yeah, hooky thing.
Hooky thing. Hooky
On a
thing.
stick. Throw on roof.
Stick. Okay. I don't have any
He
rope.
fashions together a weird and very strange looking
I
grappling
got
hook.
rope. Here you go, bro.
Okay.
Ties it to the rope that Grizz hands him and then does a throw of rope. I don't know.
Athletics, or do you want me to like
Survival, yeah.
roll? Okay.
Survival it up.
You sound so unamused by this plan.
He throws it, I guess.
He's like not having it.
Can I do my passive on things like that or no? I mean, I know it's too late now either way, but
Yes, you could have at this point gone for the passive.
Oh, damn.
Clearly not under any kind of pressure.
Oh, right, okay. Well, that would have been nice. Should have done that.
Fortunately enough, even this mediocre throw hooks around the chimney
Good.
enough to carry Garrett's very light ass up it.
Oh, it does. Okay.
If anyone else were to try to climb it, it probably wouldn't hold, but because Garrett is so small, he is able to hoist himself up the side of this building. Using his thief skills, he has no issues quickly jaunting up to the top and then looking back down over the roof at all of you from above.
Give him the
He
thumbs up
stares at Alara.
symbol to see if everything's good.
And he says, "Last chance. I'm going in. Have you found out anything about this house?"
At this moment, Alara, finally done drawing goofy symbols in the sand and saying things like "Oonga ginga ginga oonga gunga oonga," raises her head from her book as her eyes glow. What do you detect magic?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, your eyes glow a blue arcanic glow as you look around the house. The home itself has a faint magic around it, but inside, unfortunately, you cannot see through the thick stone and whatever the glass is made of. It seems to be blocking your magical sight.
Okay. So you know what?
Hold on.
Do I know if it was like created by magic or if it's like an actual house?
The magic aura you can see around it does not seem to have created the house,
It
but
just
to
surrounds
have
the house,
moved
okay.
it. Yes.
Moved it. Okay. So it's okay. So I
It is a
decide-
conjuration magic that is emanating from around
Okay.
it.
Okay. She says, "I'll tell you later."
Garrett nods and then says, "In case I never see you guys again," and he takes out Chris's flask and throws it down at the group for them to catch.
Ibu
Chris?
catches
You
it.
mean Daruk's flask?
Baruch's
Yeah,
flask?
Daruk's flask. Sorry.
Okay.
And then
Well, I try to catch the flask. If I do.
You catch it. It's
Athletics check.
you try to shimmy his way down the chimney.
put the pizza in.
Okay.
Finish cutting the salad.
As he's going down the chimney, I message Garrett and say, "Let us know when you're ready for the distraction, or when we need to come engage."
Copy that.
Awesome. Give me about 5 minutes, guys. I gotta put a
Put
pizza
the
in the
pizza
oven
in.
and cut a few veggies, and then I will be
Perfect
right back.
timing. Now we can metagame about this shit.
I will also
Team
be
plot.
right back, but go right ahead and I'll
Never
be
mind.
back for my
T
2 cents.
-1 plot.
Yeah, it's Ibu. He's dumb anyways.
So I'm gonna die.
I don't think so.
Well, I was actually gonna ask you. I didn't know if we should just start the distraction like right as you go in there. I just didn't want to do anything out of character, like outside of Grizz saying it. I was just like,
I was just gonna.
do I just yell for this dude to come back outside? We're getting the painting, or we're getting killed. Get out here, kind of thing, to get him to leave the house so you can hopefully get enough time to do it. Because he might have a magical tripwire or something, and if we don't already have him distracted, I wonder if
Yeah.
we'll just make
I
you his
would've-
focus and we can't get in the house because it's probably got some magical barrier on the door.
I mean, I would have seen the tripwire on the outside, but if there's something on the inside, yeah.
You guys should knock on the door and act like Jehovah's Witness.
So, what I can do is I can create a
Oh
sound.
yeah, actually, Alara could be. You could
Yeah.
you could illusion yourself, and Tribu could be a fucking tree.
So I could create an
I can
illusion
hide
at the door, doing something and creating a sound. So
They'll probably see through it, but at least it might buy us some extra time instead of just
right,
fight
So-
right off the bat, being like,
I could create like Garrett at the door knocking.
I like it. I mean, yeah,
So-
I think it's a good idea, just because,
I think it's
like I said, if he's a high-level wizard, he'll see through it, but at least it'll keep him occupied for
Could
a
it
little bit
post?
while Garrett does his thing.
Post.
I'd probably do whatever the highest illusion you have is, if
I
possible.
think it's major.
Okay. Major might have a good chance.
Oh, I
Not
don't
that I
think
like
any-
helping you guys, but all of his illusion spells are going to be equally powerful because it's just based off of his spell DC. And two,
That's too.
regardless of how good of a wizard is, he's going to have to expend an action to either investigate or attack the illusion to know it's not real.
Oh, they don't have any kind of, I don't know.
There is an initial
Passive.
saving throw if they witness it appearing. Like if they see it coming out of nowhere, then they do a saving throw to go, that's magically not there, or, oh my god, I think that dude just teleported, you know, because magic exists, and they, you know, wouldn't be sure if a guy was really there or if it was
All right.
an illusion. So, I mean, it will
Feels
at
like
least
we
be
really
one action.
solidified our plan.
Yeah, so I can with a cantrip.
Feels pretty damn good now.
With a cantrip, I can make a small Garrett. I mean, a Garrett, because he's less than 5 feet
What size?
tall.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Nice.
and
Can't trip it up, man. That's
And because I'm an illusionist, I can make sounds with images. So he could be knocking on the door.
I make fart noises with my mouth.
Yeah, he could make. I guess also make fart noises. Just Garrett farting on his over and over. Until he notices.
He turns around, goes out of the fucking house, and he comes back to fart on it.
This Garrett kind of in a bent over position.
You should have taken it. Like just outside the house, taking a dump on the front porch and being like, hey, why don't you put this on your fucking painting, you asshole? Like, oh, be great. Acting performance to try to imitate Garrett's voice.
This old wizard is just Clint Eastwood.
So, all right. So he'd have to roll against my intelligence, right?
Yeah, your DC, which is 10 plus your modifier. Is that right, Andy? Plus proficiency? Actually? I don't remember. He's not here.
It's not
It
my
is-
saving.
Can you hear me?
Yep.
Hello? It's not.
Oh yeah, it's 8 plus your proficiency plus your spell save, plus your spell modifier.
Okay.
So I believe for you it's a 16.
8 plus
Yeah.
proficiency, which is 3
Oh,
plus
Plus your intelligence, because that's what you cast
5.
spells with.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
So
16. So
Dang,
you
that's
would have to
high.
do a D20 check and hit a 16 or higher to
Well, he's
be able
probably
to
smart.
recognize it as an illusion.
No. Okay.
Well, what's the save for it to recognize it? Is it intel?
Intelligence. Yeah.
Yes.
All right. He has to
Yeah.
roll investigation.
Yeah, which is intel.
Yeah, he has to
Okay.
do an
Yeah.
he has to do an intelligence investigation.
Okay, got it. Curious. Well, cool. I like the plan. I mean, it's as good as it gets. I don't want to fight a fucking giant gold dragon, even if it is just, even if it's a couple months from now. I don't know if it's a.
Hopefully we can at
Doesn't
least.
sound like it's a great thing.
Hopefully we can at least get him to attack the illusion.
Yeah. I
Okay.
mean, if he wastes time on the illusion.
What do you guys decide?
I was planning on fucking counterspelling this dude off the bat. So just don't do shit and be pissed, and then hopefully it'll buy enough time for Garrett to get what he needs to get done. And I'm sure he's not taking that painting back up the chimney sweep, so he's got to dip out anyway through one of these windows or something. So I figure we got to make a pretty good distraction. Like he wasn't gonna be able to solo mission that regardless. Like we were gonna fight this dude, or at least have to slow him down and get away.
Mm-hmm.
Because Garrett was gonna jump out a window or something. That dude would be like Johnny on the spot, poop outside and start attacking our ass.
Alright, so what's the plan? Do we have a plan?
We do have a plan. It's a pretty good one, I think.
Let me hear it.
So
It's a Lara plan.
the painting.
Alara plan.
I guess I should wait to tell you guys this game, but I was gonna tell you what the painting looked like, in case you guys saw it.
So this whole
Okay.
time you're talking right now is like in character planning time. Like let's pretend pre you climbing the
The
roof
10-minute.
and initiating the plan while the 10-minute detect magic is being cast. You're kind of getting this all figured out, and then once I get back, we'll start the actual heist attempt here.
So the painting is super valuable. It's made by a dwarven painter. It's an oil painting of a famous artist. And if you see anything like that, it's worth 10,000 gold pieces. Shit is fucking baller as
Maybe we
fuck.
will fight a dragon.
Right?
What's a dwarf?
That's all I need to know about it.
Good thing you're doing ritual
That Baron
spellcasting
guy.
right now. You can't ask about it.
Yeah. So what the heck is a dwarf?
She thinks to herself.
She thinks to herself, yeah. While she's drawing symbols in the sand.
The fuck are they talking about?
Since you didn't get the plan at all, we're gonna have Garrett obviously go through the chimney to try to sneak around and get the painting. And Alara is going to make a minor illusion at the front door that looks like Garrett. And I don't know if this is canon that I'm gonna do this, but we're gonna have him poop on the porch and yell at this dude.
She's gonna be banging on the door. That's the sound that I'm making. Everything else is just he's making a poop on the deck and rubbing it everywhere. Just putting his hands in it and just kind of putting it all over the house.
Okay. So
yeah,
so my
it's gonna be up there, smearing poop on the door. to piss this guy off. And then when he comes outside, I am going to try to counterspell the first spell he casts, and we are gonna engage this dude, hoping to buy enough time to let Garrett steal the painting, and we dip out.
Okay, so my only thing with that is we're trying to buy as much time as possible, correct? So
Yeah.
what if we just knock on his door and try to talk to him and drag it out as long as possible if he's willing to talk to us? If not, then we can just engage him right there anyways, you know what I mean?
I'm down with that. I don't know if
So
we want to
I would
all over his house if we're gonna try to have a conversation.
right, so but I
shouldn't do that.
I still say do the illusion so that he doesn't know any of us are missing and going through his chimney. You know what I mean?
Buy some time.
Yeah.
He's gonna have to see through it before he can.
We got a minute. We have a minute. That's as long as my illusion will last. Or I
Well-
can hold an illusion.
Okay, well why don't
Yeah, I'll talk to him. I'll step out, and I'll try to be as charismatic and persuasive as I can to just,
I just mean like if our conversation happens to last longer than a minute, he can't just poof
What?
and disappear. You know what I mean?
He's gonna be a little confused and or angry.
Probably both. You know, if he doesn't see through it by then, he will then, you know.
Do you want me to just talk to him then and say I could do the other side of it, which is
Could we have
say Garrett left and we turned around. Garrett left in a huff and we turned around and said, "Listen, we don't want our friend to die. Please, just give us the painting. I
Yeah,
have gold.
perfect. There we go.
Like, I have money.
You can even do the illusion having him walk off in the distance so that he thinks.
Oh, what if
Yeah.
the illusion's a big bag of gold or something?
So as soon as he goes to pick it
Because
up,
we're trying to buy time, so he'll figure that out pretty
Yeah,
quick.
as soon as
you
you
know.
try to hand it to him,
Yeah.
it's going to
You should
go
make
straight through his hand.
I just back pocket the illusion. I just save it and see if there's an opportunity to like make.
I mean,
appear
I would
or
definitely
make-
have counterspell
something.
ready still.
trick him. Yeah, I'm gonna have counterspell on mine.
You should make the illusion the golden dragon.
Oh god, that's a huge fucking illusion.
Yeah, okay, you're gonna ask the
Yeah,
person
that's
who's
not
never
gonna
seen a
work,
dragon
yeah.
before.
Yeah, amen. And it's gotta be fucking huge, okay?
What the fuck is that?
It's just this golden pile of mess with just
Yeah, it looks
It's
like
like
a
a-
lizard creatures, just
a
gigantic
triangle.
and golden.
Yeah.
The
Yeah.
ones that we saw earlier.
giant
The
triangle with wings.
Lizard-like thing he knows about. Just like, nope, that looks good enough.
I think this is a dragon. Is this what a dragon looks like?
It confused.
But I'd also have to use a level 3 spell to do that, so.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
So my illusion has to be, like, if I'm just
counterspell's
gonna...
gonna be level 3 whenever it happens, but that's what's gonna have to go down for this dude because
If I just
I
cantrip,
don't feel like getting wrecked.
if I want to cantrip, it has to be 5 by 5 cube. So.
Yeah, I know it's not a cantrip. I know you'd have to do the real Monty. I guess if I'm just gonna talk to him, then
I mean, we'll all be
ready and
there,
waiting.
except for
Yeah.
Garrett.
Yeah, and we're just trying to buy Garrett time. Like, we're not even trying to defeat this dude. If we can just draw out the fight, if anything, we want to run him away from the house so Garrett can possibly get away, and we split up. You know, 'cause
Right,
he's gonna
like,
want to go after
get him to chase us or
after
something.
Garrett after that.
Could you do illusion of the
Garrett can-
portrait? We could be like, if he's like dismissing us, we could be like, well, anyways, we got the portrait we came for anyway, so haha, and then just like run away from him with a portrait.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
I like
or
that.
make an illusion of Garrett with the painting running away before.
Yeah,
he
before
runs
he
away,
actually
and
runs
Garrett
away.
could go with us, and he could chase the illusion.
That's smart. I like that. If it comes down to that, we're doing that for sure.
Is that possible, Alara?
Well,
Like to
It
do
has-
that?
I can chase. The problem is that I've never seen the painting.
You don't have to. It's just
Well-
a painting.
Yeah, it could be wrapped
Okay.
in a cloth.
Yeah, exactly. There you go.
So Garrett carrying a painting off into the forest.
Yeah.
In
Prefer
the
to
opposite
way we're not
direction.
going to
Yeah.
He he like runs out the door and dips around the other side of the house to lead him away from us, and then
I mean, we can try that.
we and Garrett run the other way.
We don't know
That
he's
seems
gonna
like the
chase
best
him.
chance.
So
No,
Nope, but I think that's a risk we gotta take.
yeah.
I think it's a solid plan if we're not trying to engage this. I
So
have no idea what the law.
essentially, we're going to knock on the door. Then I'm going to make Garrett appear around the house.
Not yet, no.
Well, I'll do it. No,
Okay.
you can save that. Like, you do that after the door's been opened and we've been talking for a little
We're
while.
gonna
Give
try
it
to talk to
time
him
make
as
it
long
seem
as possible.
realistic.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
we want it to seem like Garrett could have been in the house and stolen it, and it'll do it. We'll try to do it when Garrett messages me back
And
to say,
says,
"I've
I got it. Yeah,
Like-
exactly. Wait till
Then-
then.
You do your illusion. I'll say. I'll say something like, "Run, Garrett, run," and then.
Wait, well, no. If he gets out with the painting and we're still talking and everything's cool, then we can just give up and be like, all right, fine, and leave and go meet Gary out in the woods somewhere, and then we don't have to do the illusion or have him chase us or anything.
Okay. Well, I mean, we could play that by ear.
Right.
What happens with that part? I don't know how dicey that's gonna get.
Yep, we'll find out.
I can also attempt to charm him.
You
But
go
that's-
for it. I ain't got no DC, so it's on you, homie.
Let's do
You
it.
got a short window, bro. You got to find this thing quick. I want some nat
Alright, I'm
20 on
ready
this
when you guys
investigation
are.
Check. Oh god, I gotta go sit down. This is the moment.
It's happening.
Plan made.
Boom. Yeah, man.
The plan is made.
Plan is made.
All right. Garrett, let's start with you. Wedging your way through a dark chimney,
Yeah. So Garrett's shimmying his way down that, trying not to make any
like
noise.
the animated Grinch.
Oh yeah. That's right. Coming to steal all your all your paintings. So he's getting a little dirty, but he's sliding down the chimney into the house, and
When you reach the bottom of the chimney, instead of just dropping down into the fireplace, you gear your head down slowly and look into the room. You seem to be in a study or a library. There is a oil lantern on a desk that is lit, but the room appears to be empty. There is a door directly across on the wall far from the fireplace that is ajar but not fully open, cracked maybe a couple of inches. The room is filled with books, and there is a long table covered in papers and scrolls and numerous other things. And the desk has a quill on it, and you can see that he has currently been writing something, but from where you are and hanging upside down, you cannot tell what exactly that is. In this
Spider-Man.
room, you do see no painting.
do I hear anything?
Roll perception for me, or take your whichever. Okay. 14, you listen for a moment. Hang in there. You hear footsteps. They sound like they're a floor below you. And then there's a knock at the door as well.
Nice timing.
Outside, Grizz, standing on the porch, is knocking upon the door. Where Alara and Evelyn correlation.
I'm to the right behind. him?
also on the porch, or
Mhm.
back down?
Andy, you
Yeah.
sound really far away. I don't know.
Yeah.
It did, yeah, it did switch. Andy?
He's disconnected and rejoining.
Oh, gotcha.
Good.
I'm gonna pee.
How do I sound? Any different?
There it is.
Better.
Yeah, much better.
Alara is about 10 feet back off of the porch out in the
Out in the grass.
yeah.
Okay. And Zach went to pee, so we'll just wait for his return. Garrett, back to you while we wait for his return. So you hear the knocking at the door, and then you hear the footsteps heading towards the door on the floor below you.
As that happens, Garrett is going to slowly and softly drop to the ground. And first, he's going to rush over and check the door and see if he can hear the footsteps and see if they're actually going towards that front door.
First thing, stealth for me. For how okay, you're sneaking like a great nimble
there you go.
halfling does. And you land out of the chimney and you scurry over to the door and you put your ear to the crack and you listen. And you hear what does seem to... The steps are getting louder, but it seems that they're getting louder because they're getting more echoey, as if he's stepping into maybe the hallway at the base of these stairs. You don't know the layout of the house, but you might assume that down those stairs is like a foyer where the front door is. Roll history for me. No, okay. Yeah, that's what you got.
Cool.
Grizz, you back?
I'm back.
The door opens.
I'm down on one knee with my hands up, like on the porch, on the top step still of the porch if it has a step up, but like
Yeah,
not at
still on the porch, but
Yeah,
backed up a little bit.
And I'm looking up at him from this kind of one kneel position, just saying, listen, I know what you said. I know you're not happy that we're here. Garrett left. He left in anger to go to our next site where we're supposed to meet somebody by sundown, and we don't want to see any harm come to him. Is there anything we can do to offer for that painting to save his life? He has become a good friend of ours.
If you want to save the little one's life, I suggest you keep on the move.
Jesus, can I use insight to... Oh, I guess it would only give me the...
Ibu's gonna be
Give
like,
me another roll.
we can give
No,
you...
you'll roll again. If you use your inspiration, you'll roll
Yeah, my
again.
inspiration.
Because
I'm gonna
I don't
do
want
that.
you to
That's
know
okay.
what the result is of the
Yeah,
inspiration before you use it, so there will be another roll. All right, use
I'm
your
gonna use it
inspiration
now.
for the persuasion.
Okay,
Better, for sure.
better.
He understands your plight. He seems almost empathetic in his look. Like, I cannot give him this painting, for it would end my life. But I can tell you that she's not very good at tracking if you keep moving. So you might just spend the rest of his life running.
Where
How's
will
that
we
life
run
been for
to?
you?
That's really none of my concern.
What if we give you Great Ulani?
I cannot give you this painting.
Even for
It is like an
Ulani?
organ to me. No, and why do you say it like that? It's really weird.
Ooh.
Laura at this point starts pointing to her hands. He has mental problems.
No, Ulani. It's where I come from. It's most valuable thing.
Well, I don't know this.
Laura's just shaking her head.
This painting is very important to me. Now, if you excuse me,
Can I ask
I need
you
you
a
to leave my
question?
property.
One
I've
question.
got some tea. Yes, your question.
What does the painting look like? I'm curious.
It's of a demon eating raw ham shanks.
Which
Really
demon?
quite grotesque. Not a specific demon.
Oh.
If you'll excuse me.
What kind of ham?
I, s- I step forward and hold the door and say, I can't let you do this.
So at this point, Alara is going to cast an illusion from the other side of the house of Garrett carrying a painting that is covered in a cloth and running into the woods in plain sight. Like,
So he's running
from
around
behind
the
the
side
house.
of the house, basically.
Yeah.
Okay. So
So she kind of does like a Jedi mind trick gesture behind her back.
are you using minor image for this? I'm assuming.
Yeah, a minor illusion.
Cantrip?
Mhm.
Minor illusion.
So she just it's semantic and material. Just I'll have using my arcane focus, which is my book. And she does kind of like a the Obi-Wan Jedi mind trick hand thing.
As you begin to read from your book and do hand signals, quietly read from your book, but read from it nonetheless,
Mm-hmm.
the wizard catches your hands moving. Squints. How dare you try to fool me?
I go for a grapple.
Go for a
Okay.
Okay.
Athletics, please, for a grapple. Pizza's ready. I gotta pull.
Oh god.
Fire hands incoming.
Time, bro.
Oh god.
Get him out of the fucking doorway.
We need a signal. Are you gonna tell what's his butt?
I mean, I'm waiting for him to say something to me, but there's concurrently we have bought him X amount of time, so I'm sure he's gonna get we're gonna go back to Garrett's view and see if he finds the painting within a set amount of time.
Otherwise, it's just gonna be.
I tried
He's
to
gonna get killed out here by
Get
this fucking.
stuck in
I-
the house. Yeah.
I tried to ask as many questions as possible, but I think he just got
I
fed
know,
up with
but,
me.
I mean, yeah, that was. I could see that this was.
He was trying to push us away. Yeah.
He was about to shut the door, and I didn't know if it was magical, so I just didn't want to let that happen.
Mm-hmm.
If he's got a seal in there, then Garrett really is fucked. Like,
Yeah.
even.
Alright, wife begins. Pizza's still really hot. Everybody listen to me make out with my wife. And then salad is over here. It's carrots, tomatoes, broccoli, spinach, mixed greens, and red leaf lettuce.
Say that
There's
again.
Catalina
Say it
dressing
slower.
and balsamic on the table. Okay, so brap brap, pew pew. Oh, also the babies do a bottle in half an hour or so.
Okay.
Around 9. Okay. Sorry to yell. Grapple. What was it? Oh.
Hey, sorry guys.
Yeah.
My internet dropped for a second.
Hashtag
Yes, my
fail.
grapple attempt was terrible.
Keep us spending.
You reach forward with the clumsiest grapple ever, almost tripping over yourself to do it. But he, being an old and frail man, does not move out of the way. Talking and you grab him.
I just trip over.
Just fall on him. So what's gonna happen?
You just grab him in a hug as he maybe he's like half confused as to whether or not you're trying to grab him or you're just falling, and he just kind of like. So you have him grappled.
So this is what I do then. I start trying to tear up and cry, and I say, "Oh, so I don't want to spend the rest of our life running on this fucking island. Please, there must be something that you can do." Oh my god, I rolled a nat 1 on performance. Oh my goodness.
Did you roll
I don't
performance?
even see it.
Your performance.
I don't
You
see
don't
it at
see
all.
it because I'm not online, but it's nat 1, bro. I rolled it on mine and it rolled in D20, but it's because the
Oh,
network is
Jesus.
an issue at my house.
Oof.
Yeah, I think if you refresh your Roll20 connection, it should work. Now that Discord chat is working, I feel like it'll probably.
Well, I had to.
That one's the performance
14.
failure. Oh, you're just on your mobile for your phone. I follow. Figgity failure. So, you know, he doesn't believe you at all.
Yeah.
He
I
doesn't
get
feel
it.
any sympathy.
I wouldn't either.
And he's
I guess.
quite upset that you are holding him, and we're gonna do initiative rolls.
Fuck. I hope I can get back
Quite
to the
upset.
internet. Shit. I'm
Boom.
upset that I'm holding him.
Am I doing
Oh,
initiative?
hotspot my phone. That's being a bitch.
Yes.
You are concurrently searching through the house, aren't you?
Yes, but to kind of control the pace at which he is getting to look, I'm gonna have him roll initiative, and I'm also gonna give him 3 turns on the front end. And then when his turn in initiative comes up, he'll get to do another checking of the house, trying to find the painting, to kind of keep time.
Because
feeling real.
what do you think our time was that we bought in that encounter? Like,
I did like a minute or
4
so.
minutes? Oh,
You know, somewhere in the ballpark of 2-3 minutes. The role-playing verbal encounters are 10 minutes, but the role-playing verbal encounter, I guess, isn't technically over. You could still be part of that. I just want to, for time tracking's sake, I want to start having everybody take like legitimate turns. Eva with the nat 20, Alara with the 20, Garrett with the 19. What'd you roll for your initiative, bud?
I'm almost in. I haven't gotten there yet. I have to
Okay.
go get real dice.
Well, I can wait then. I mean, it's literally impossible that you roll higher than a 23, so Ibu.
Yo, okay, so I am gonna cast Zephyr Strike.
Awesome.
So I get advantage on 1 attack on my turn. And it also does an extra D8 force damage. I don't provoke opportunity attack, and my walking speed increases by 30 feet. All for a bonus
Okay.
action.
Bonus action? Woot woot.
So I'm gonna
Bonuses are so bonus.
I'm gonna stab him twice.
Oh,
Alright, well,
Let's go
he's
with it.
currently grappled, so you can attack him at advantage.
Oh,
And then there's also gonna be another. I'm assuming those are both hits.
Those are both hits.
So I'm gonna add an extra D8 to this damage. Sorry.
Okay. And the 2 doesn't count.
On the
because I
second
stabbed.
one, right?
So 14, 26, 27 damage.
damn D8.
Then
Real dick.
after that, I'm gonna sprint past him and go inside and search for the painting with my 65 feet of movement.
Damn.
Okay.
Shit. Investigate.
So, after stabbing him twice, you slide around he and Grizz, and you find yourself in a hallway. On the left side of the hallway, up against the wall, is a set of stairs heading onto the second floor. To your left and to your right are open doorways without doors. To the left, you see a dining room. To the right, you see a sitting room, study type place. And then down the hall, you see there is one more door on the right, past the, like underneath the stairs. Well, not underneath the stairs because the stairs are on the left, but past the stairs on the right, and then on the left, underneath the stairs, there is also a door. Both of those are actual doors with, closed doors.
I'm going to assume that since he went through the chimney, that means he ended up on the first floor. So I'm gonna go upstairs.
You rush upstairs. At the top of the stairs, you see an ajar door a couple of inches on your right, and 3 other closed doors, 1 on the right and 2 on the left.
I'm gonna go to the 2 on the left. The first one of the
You
2 on
walk
the
up to
left.
the first door, you swing it open, you look inside, and there is a bedroom. You see a trunk. At the foot of the bed, a big, clean, posted bed with a canopied drape. On the far wall, you see a large painting of 2 dragons doing it.
Okay, so I take the
It
painting.
gets so intense until that. God damn.
I am gonna actually take the painting, because who knows?
Alright,
Maybe
that's your
maybe I'll
turn.
at least be able to fool him. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
You have a rolled up
I like it.
painting now. Okay, who was next? It was,
Alara.
Alara.
Okay, so
Lady Alara.
Lady Alara.
so as a bonus action, I'm going to. She's going to. I don't think I didn't do a verbal for this. I don't think. Was I supposed to?
For what, Misty?
Oh yeah, I did. Yeah, I said now I'm here, right? What I said.
I don't
Yeah.
think Misty has a verbal component, but I could.
It
It
does. It's
does.
only verbal.
No, it's only verbal. I knew it was only one. I couldn't remember which. Now I'm here. Now I'm there.
Yeah. So she says, "Now I'm here." And then surrounded by silver mist, and then appears behind the wizard about 10 feet, because I think I was 10 feet of 15 feet from the door, so
20 feet. Yeah.
15 feet from the wizard, I guess. Right, or 10 feet from the
This
wizard.
puts you. If you go
Into the
max
house. I'm
distance,
going into the house.
You'd be in the house next to the base of the stairs.
Yeah, so I'll stand there, and then so that uses one of my 3s. And unfortunately, Grizz is in the way, or else I would be using a different spell.
Because I grappled him with my
Yeah,
old man hug.
and if I use the spell, you'd probably die. I'm not going to.
Debatable.
Lightning bolt.
So instead, then he's probably gonna pass. I'm going to. So does this have a verbal semantic and material? So, with both hands, she starts to shape something. With the book kind of on the.
I'm going to stop you right there.
Oh, I
You're
guess
only
I
allowed to use
hand.
one spell slot a turn.
Oh,
Misty Step is a
right.
spell slot, so
That's
you
true,
are allowed
okay.
to use
Cantrip.
a cantrip.
Yeah, I keep forgetting that.
Misty Step is not a bonus, though.
It is this bonus.
Yeah, it's a
It is
bonus action. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, my fault.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, it is one. Yep. Sorry.
Okay. So she's gonna do the
Stop being a butt to your mom, Finn. Hey.
hand grip semantics. So she does that hand grip gesture, and then says Hingadurgan and Hingadurgan, and the spectral hand shows up, and she does a chill touch. Shoot. Onto that wizard dude.
Due to the grappling advantage, you hit.
Okay. Chill touch, and does 7 necrotic damage, and he can't regain.
You're fine.
I really need to get subtle casting.
Sorcerer only, buddy. Sorry.
Dang. Yeah, I was like, there's probably no way I can do that subtly. So I need
7
to be
damage.
like, in stealth. Yeah, 7.
Your misty, cold hand grabs his wrist. He's like, "How many people are gonna grab me?"
As many as it takes.
And then we'll do Grizz. I know I skipped
Okay.
you, Garrett. We're gonna come to you and do like a bunch of turns in a row after we get through this one round combat.
Okay.
Grizz, you have him grappled up.
What is it? Is ungrappling an action? Like, what's up?
No,
What's up with that?
you just let him go.
Dope. So I let him go, and the door is it swung out or swung in? I grabbed it, but
It's
I
a
don't know
swing
if it's
in.
action. It is a swing in. You're a real ass.
The door swings inward into the home. So,
I'll step past him. I mean, even if it provoked opportunity, I guess.
depends how far
the
you
door
step past
shut.
him. Switching sides would still keep you within melee range.
Okay. I switched sides and I closed the door in, like, behind me, like close him out.
Okay. Yeah. You swing the door
And
closed.
I'm standing
and-
on the other side with him on the
yeah,
outside.
You guys are inside. Oh, you're trying to get him outside?
No, he is outside.
Well, no, you fell inside to stop him
Oh,
from
we did
closing
when
the
we
door.
grappled?
Yeah, yeah, he
Okay,
was
that'll change
inside
it then.
closing the inward swinging door. So he's inside, and then you came into the house barely
All right.
to grab him.
Sorry.
No, you're fine.
Negate that. I'll just let him go and step back and say, I understand that you need this painting to live, but it doesn't sound like running is much of a life, and I don't want that for Garrett. And I cast Guiding Bolt on him.
The old guiding bolt
And
misses
hold on.
him.
Oh, it's good.
Oh.
I'm gonna
Wasn't
roll.
he technically still prone?
Well, you don't go
No,
prone
you-
from getting grappled.
Oh, that's right. He was just couldn't move.
Anyway, I'm adding 4 to that
Ooh.
with my favored by the gods once a
It's a
day.
hit.
So hit with Guiding Bolt. I'll do level 1 since I didn't say anything different, to be honest. I should have
Totally.
noted that.
Yeah.
So 11 damage. And then, let's see. So Ibu went upstairs. Alara, she went where inside the house?
I'm near the stairs.
She's- ground floor?
She's just right
Near
at
the
the
stairs?
ground floor by the stairs. Yeah.
Okay. So actually, I'll just hook into the first room on the left. I'll go inside, and I'll stand in the doorway. I won't be out of line of sight because I want to have counterspell ready, and I'll be watching.
Okay.
Dope.
After that, he turns around, draws his sphere from his pouch, and begins an incantation.
Counterspell.
Counterspell
So
it is.
I will just put my my finger up to my lip and kind of shake my head back and forth like, nope.
It's a very cool counterspell.
This
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Mm-mm.
Okay, so
Mm-mm.
if I'm not mistaken, if the spell is casting at 4th level or higher, make an ability check using your spellcast ability.
Yeah.
The DC equals 10 plus a cell. So I will need you to roll a d20 then.
Oh, okay, that's me rolling it. Okay.
Yeah, you have to do the spell.
Ugh.
And then adding your spellcasting modifier makes it.
Oh, +5, so that's 16. And if I get proficiency, it's +8.
No,
So it'd be 19.
it says just your spellcast ability.
Okay. Well, it's +5,
Uh,
so it's 16. So it, I don't know if it makes
alright.
the save. It'd have to be a 6th level spell or higher.
Yep, you counter the spell.
Boom.
Very nice.
And now we will go to Garrett and do 4 turns in a row. Garrett. All right,
Get it,
Garrett.
Garrett. You're all
Alara's
We're gonna
about
do a small time rewind here. You are in this door jarred, and you heard the knocking on the door, and now you are going to get like 3 turns of during them talking, and then 1 turn of after Ibu has run up the stairs.
Okay.
So here you are in the study. What would you like to do with your first turn?
So first of all, I grabbed that scroll that he was writing on, whatever it is.
Perfect.
fresh
Yes.
Ink, and I just
Yes.
yoinked that shit. I don't even read it. I just stuff it in my
Perfect.
pocket.
Roll that shit up. Stuff it in your pocket. Do you stuff anything else in their pocket? Would you like to do a little investigation? You don't need a sleight of hands dealing
Oh.
stuff while you're alone upstairs. You're fine now. He's in
Yeah.
the middle of something right now. He's not hearing it.
Is there anything around me right now?
So, I mean, there is the quill and the ink, the scroll you already grabbed. There are a couple of drawers on this desk. There is the other table with more papers and scrolls laid across the top of it, and then, of course, a bunch of books in the room. I would say for this turn, if you would like to check one of those 3 different categories, the desk drawers, the tabletop, or the books, you could check those, roll for them, and take anything that you wanted to take from those areas. Or, of course, you could use your turn to move to a different room.
I actually want to peer out the hallway and see if I see anything that looks like a bedroom. An important looking room.
So you peer out, and none of the doors look distinctly different, but you would imagine that a master bedroom would not be right at the top of the stairs, but would be kind of tucked away safely in the back of the home, leading you to believe it's probably one of the two doors to your right at the end of the hall.
Alright. I'm gonna actually leave the room and go straight down the hallway and try the first door. Wait, is one at like the far end of the room, or are they both to the side?
So there's two doors on each side that are just like right across from each other. The study is on one side closest to the stairs. There's a door straight across from you, and then there are two doors to your right, one on the same side as the study, and then one on the opposite side of the study.
I'm gonna check the opposite side of the hallway on the left side. I guess I came in.
Okay.
If I came in on the right.
Yeah, you come out, you turn right down the hall, you go in the far door on the left.
Yep.
Okay. You scamper your way over there, open the door, close it behind you because you're a thief and you're smart. And you look around the room that you've just entered, rolling an investigation for me while I tell you about the stuff you see already. Immediately, you notice that you are in what appears to be a large bedroom. There is a massive bed in the corner. There is a large sitting area, a small desk, and a wardrobe around the room. Alara is parched.
There's no painting on the wall.
There are no paintings on the walls in here. You do notice a trunk, a wardrobe, the desk, and the large bed. With your investigation, that is all I got for you.
So if I were to, can I still leave the room, or is this a turn already?
This would be one of the three turns, coming here and then looking around this room and doing something with what you looked at. So
Okay, I'm gonna
if you
open
want
the
to
trunk,
leave this
if
room,
possible.
that would be the end of your turn, going to the next room, opening the trunk. Totally. You head over to the edge of the bed, you go to open the trunk, it seems to be locked.
Can I lockpick it?
You go for your Thieves' Tools roll.
Thieves' tools. Input values. Dex. That's right.
Down at the bottom, you should just be able to click Thieves' Tools. And then, yeah, Dex. Sorry. I forgot it asked you what you wanted every time. Pow. Okay. What? 3 plus 3. Your Dex mod is 3, right? Okay, yeah, that's all good. Everything was fine. Okay. You deftly maneuver your pick into the lock and begin to jiggle it around to no avail. You feel as though you should have unlocked it, but when you go to open it, it is still sealed shut.
I'm gonna kick it.
Okay. Unarmed attack. So a strength roll. Wait, are you proficient with unarmed strikes?
Guess not. Look at that shit.
It's listed under your proficiencies. So that just means that you get to add your proficiency bonus to the d20 roll. So you'll add your strength of 0. So a d20 plus 3 is you punching or kicking things or headbutting them. Because apparently rogues have unarmed strike proficiency. I was on.
D20.
So a 14. You hit the trunk and you roll no damage. You just do 1 damage to the trunk. And it doesn't seem to
Is
break.
it bloodied?
It doesn't look bloodied.
Okay.
It looks pretty
Anyway,
unaffected by your small foot kicking it.
Garrett's pretty frustrated by that, but he realizes there's something bigger at hand here, and he's got a limited amount of time, so he leaves the room, ending that turn.
Awesome. Turn 2.
Straight across the room, tries that door.
You open up the next room. Here is the bathroom. There is a large claw-footed tub, a chair with a hole cut in it over a, without knowing the word, because there is one, I'm just going to call it a poop chute. Just a stone area that he craps and pees into that just rolls outside onto the ground.
Wow. not J.K. Rowling's house. Garrett just leaves the bathroom.
You back out of the bathroom.
Goes down the hall and tries that last door upstairs.
Okay, you open that door. There is a bedroom. Inside there is a picture, a painting of 2 dragons doing it.
Fucking serious?
Yep.
Popular painting.
And again.
Nothing around that room at all?
With an 11, sure isn't.
Wait, is he upstairs? Did the chimney lead him to an upstairs room?
Let me take it.
Yeah, he checked all the upstairs rooms now.
I'll feed it to you, honey. I'm sorry.
Oh, I didn't know the chimney took you, or else I would have stayed on the first floor.
I'm sorry you had a room.
I thought that's why you went up there, is because you thought Garrett was up there too.
No, I thought Garrett was on the first floor, because, like, the chimney's usually on the first floor and goes up. I mean, I guess not always,
Yeah.
but I guess that's what Ibu figured.
It's okay, then.
That's what Ibu knew from his limited experience.
Yeah.
Times.
Well, I'm not used to 2-story houses at all, so it's all throwing me off.
Yeah, we should have realized that this was a part of him that killed him, that when he lost it, he wouldn't just leave it out.
Probably not, yeah.
It's okay. It's okay. Sorry, guys. Oh, the man is losing it. Hey, bud.
Let him get some time with Daddy.
Yeah. Well, I bet it's in that trunk.
How big was the trunk?
It seemed pretty important. Maybe locked magic.
How big was it? Did he tell you?
Come here, bud. We got a bottle for you.
I won't metagame it. It's so hard.
Alright. Apologies. Alright.
Last action. Oh wait, was that it? Was that the last
This
one?
is turn 2. You coming into this room and seeing the dragon paintings. There's also the wardrobe and the desk and a trunk at the foot of the bed. Much like the other bed.
I want to take the painting down.
Okay, you grab the painting. I'm sorry, Ibu. I should have remembered to do this in turn.
I was gonna say, yeah, I mean, like, what do you
it's
mean?
the painting that Ibu comes up the
I thought it
stairs
was
later.
Never mind.
No,
I'm sorry.
It's
I don't
the
want to
same
do that.
room. There was like a time rewind because I kind of forgot to let Garrett do his turns before I let everybody start doing some combat stuff. So
Here's the thing. Since that happened like it did, that's what made me think the painting was maybe like masked to be another painting. So we'll just
yes.
have that painting
Yeah.
that he got in his
Cool.
hand, and I just turn around and I go down the stairs, and I put my dagger in the dude's hip.
you run down the stairs and you stab this dude.
Yes,
All right, dope.
because I heard all the commotion.
Yeah, give me some dagger attacks. Your first dagger hits. Only because I'm putting you at advantage. Because technically at this point I believe he's grappled. Just so you know.
Or at least, yeah, I must be. That's the only way it would.
I guess if somebody's next to him, I should have rolled sneak attack, right?
Yeah.
Is anybody next to him? I thought Grizz was
I am.
away.
I'm
Yeah,
grabbed onto him.
this is all out of
He's
time.
flanked at least.
There's advantage.
Okay, well, I can't click on my sneak attack now to do it, so that's awkward.
If you want to just roll a different attack, the one that has the sneak attack I've added, and then click the damage thing just so we can get that going.
Just go for the sneak
So
on
we'll
that.
add 8, and yeah, I'm just gonna add the sneak from that to the 9 from before.
17?
So you do 17 damage with the first
Hey,
dagger stab.
Okay. Bonus
Yes.
action stab. Yeah.
Hey, I'm in D&D, baby.
Oh, he's on the phone.
Yeah, so fuck off.
All right. So go ahead and do another dagger attack for your offhand. That is a hit.
Let me remove the sneak attack, and then I don't know.
And
No
then,
dex, so -3.
Yeah. So 6 more damage.
Mm-hmm.
You could set up a flame dagger with a stealth attack on it.
Yeah, I really need to have an offhand attack. I need to fix that.
So that we don't, yeah,
Here's
so we
what
don't
I-
have to remove the decks every time.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's all good. So we did 9, 17, and then 6 more, 23. Oh, damn, that's not bad. 23 damage. Hey, come here. Come here. It's okay, buddy. It's
If I'm
We can hear you.
okay. Alright. So that was turn number 2.
that was okay.
So let's just get to the top of the turn order, and we'll just start like we're all caught up now on time block.
Okay, so we're
so-
restarting everything except for my grapple, right?
No. We are
That's all
where
right,
you
then.
guys all ended your last turn. So like you've ungrappled
Oh.
him and cast guiding light and counterspelled. Garrett's downstairs too. Ibu has rushed upstairs and is looking at and has taken the Dragon's Doing It painting. Alara is by the base of the stairs, having done whatever it was Alara did that I'm spacing on right now. Apologies.
Grabbed him with chill touch.
Oh, the chill touch. That's right. So that he could not regenerate hit points. And now the top of the turn order was Ibu.
You said there was also a like trunk in this room.
Yes, there is.
I'm gonna look at the trunk.
You open the trunk up. Inside, there are many folded wool blankets and other assorted bedwares, pillowcases, and the such.
I'll take a wool
And a nice
blanket.
pair of slippers.
I'll take a wool blanket and some slippers.
All right, you grab some slippers made from rabbit hide and a wool blanket. And
Nice.
shove them into your bag next to your rolled up painting of dragons doing it.
I'm writing dragon sex painting in my inventory.
Your inventory's so long.
I know, it's crazy.
That's what she said.
It's all small shit though.
Is it?
Yeah.
Your inventory is so large.
Yeah.
I like guys with big inventories.
Hope you got a big inventory because I'm putting my stuff in.
I'm putting my gold in it.
I'm putting this painting in it.
I'm putting my chainmail in it. Yeah, exactly. Can I
Okay, so-
move as well, or is that kind of my turn?
Yeah. You can move.
I just want to go out the
Go back in the
hallway.
room.
Is there? Did you already? This might be metagaming. You can stop me if you want. But did he already go through all the rooms up here besides that?
Well, he did that before you came up the stairs, so you are unaware.
The
Okay.
doors are closed, so you don't know. Yeah.
If I closed them behind me after I left, but it
I
might
don't know.
be.
That's what Andy narrated.
Andy narrated
Well,
that for you.
At least in the
Yeah.
first
Here.
room, not necessarily the bathroom, but he did narrate like about that. Because you're a good.
Oh,
blah, blah,
well, I
blah.
meant. No, when I entered the rooms to check, I closed the door behind me, so I couldn't get snuck up on or anything like that. But
Yeah.
as I left the rooms, I think I left them open. I would have anyway if I had the choice.
Okay.
Interesting. Okay.
Y'all.
I mean,
Well, then I guess the doors are open. All
I'm
the doors are open.
assuming, which might be bad, might be kind of meta, that Garrett
I
heard
mean-
all the, which is why he rushed down the stairs to stab the dude.
And then on top of that, would it be too much of metagaming / me assuming that means he already went through these rooms and I should go back downstairs?
No, that would definitely make sense. If you looked around at all the room doors were up here, were open.
Right.
You would assume that Garrett was the one.
And
up
you saw
there looking
Garrett run
around.
by you on the way down the
Yeah.
stairs.
Yeah. Oh, did I?
Well,
Well, you
had
saw
to.
him
to
run
have.
down the stairs, and you ran past him after you stabbed Tommy.
Right. Okay. Oh, okay. All right. All right.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm going back downstairs to the door that was underneath the stairs or whatever.
Okay, well, you rush down to the bottom of the stairs and pass Alara, and you get to the end of the hall, and there's a door on your left and a door on your right, and your turn is over.
Cool.
And we go on to, I believe, Alara. Yes, Alara.
Okay, so is there anybody between me and the wizard now?
No. So on, well, yes, I guess Garrett is in between you and the wizard. And to your left, inside that room, is
Guys just messing my plans up every time.
is Grizz, and then behind you in the hallway is Udo.
You know what? I'm gonna do it anyways, because I don't care. Good luck, Garrett. But so, Alara gets out her spellbook, and it starts crackling with electricity as she's reading from her book, and she says, "Der Hinge der Reich." Or she screams it. She screams it. Der Reich. And cast lightning bolt at the wizard, which I guess will hit
Alright, so dexterity saving throws. from the
Garrett
wizard
and
Garrett.
yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you?
The good news is
Doesn't
you don't
Garrett
have evasion
something?
at next level yet.
Shoot.
Oh, that's next level.
Yeah, very much the next level. If he passes dex saving throws, he takes 0 damage instead of half.
Can you take passive dex throws for this, or does it have to be a roll?
No, it's gonna have to be rolls.
So yeah.
Saves will always have to be rolls. Ability
Makes
checks, you'll be able to take
Yeah.
the default.
Oh yeah, you said it was not under pressure. So
Yeah. Okay, well. Oh boy. Just flopped a big 19 on the table, so he passes.
How does a freaking wizard have dexterity?
That's a
Alright.
thing.
Ask yourself, wizard, with +3 dex.
Right. Maybe he just rolled really good.
So
oh man, you're making this role playing real hard, Alara.
Garrett failed.
Okay, so Garrett fails, and now you roll your lightning bolt damage.
So, yeah, which is 8d6s. Ooh, I might have. That's gonna bad. Well, that is not what I wanted to happen. Why can't I just do d6? No. 8.
You can just click on the
Yes.
spell and the attacks.
Well, I tried that and it didn't. Didn't do
have it
anything.
listed as an attack, you just have it
Yeah.
listed as a card. Slash R,
Just automatic.
space 8d6.
So 23 damage,
And the wizard takes half.
Okay,
and the wizard takes half.
yeah.
My bad. So
Jake,
I thought you were gonna roll a better. You have +6 dexterity. What the heck?
you know how this game works, son.
The fucking wizard gets a
If I'm
19.
not mistaken, Uncanny Dodge only works on
It does. I
weapon
was
attacks.
fucking around. Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Jeez.
Big 23 damage. Also,
Those
the
were a bit.
wood floor
It's on
along
fire
the
now.
way between
Yeah.
you and the front door is on fire.
It's actually 100 feet out, so it's gonna go through
Yeah,
the
it
door.
goes all the way out into the grass.
Yeah, and probably catches the forest on
about-
fire.
It ends early of the forest because you're
Okay.
about 20 feet in, and there's like 100 feet of grass out there. So there's a section of grass burning, as well as a section of wooden floor burning, that aren't being worn or carried yet. So the floor underneath Garrett and Homeboy is on fire, as well as the floor all along that hallway. Wonderful, Alara with the big moves.
Oh, God.
She's scared of this wizard. She wants to end it, but Garrett got in the way. So
I believe Grizz is up.
Yeah, I don't know who I'm
No,
attacking.
no, it's Garrett. It's Garrett. I'm sorry. Garrett, you're up
Good.
with your 19.
I mean, do I attack Alara at this point? Like,
That's a great question.
I
Metagame,
feel like
we can't afford to, but you know, real game, do what you gotta do, Garrett.
I'm gonna settle some business right now.
I was thinking over here, stand across the
Stop
hallway, and I
thinking
am
murder, Alara.
like straight sideways eyeing this girl, like.
Okay, so hold on. Grizz,
Yes.
you do have a reaction available that you could have popped off when you saw Alara about to do some maybe
I know.
not so smart stuff, but
I know. I thought about it
That's-
while it was going on.
that's hard.
and I didn't do
That's
it.
hard giving you the out. Okay, Garrett, what's up?
I was giving her benefit of the doubt. I've never seen her spells. I don't know
That's
what
true,
she was
you've never
doing.
seen that
I
spell,
had
you
no
didn't
way
know.
of knowing that she was going to do something that would affect Garrett, but I was watching for it. And I
that
was
wasn't the plan. Okay, but it doesn't matter.
Garrett, kind of taken aback by this, does a sideways face at Alara, and suddenly his whole mindset changes. Whereas before he was rushing down to help his friends, he now decides he's gonna dip out and look for this painting one more time, and save his life. Having checked all the stuff upstairs, he wants to know if there's any place down in this room that he sees that he might be able to.
So you're
investigate.
looking towards the wizard and the front door. On your right is a dining room. On your left is a sitting room. Behind you in the hallway is 2 closed doors underneath the flight of stairs. One on the
Garrett's
right
going
side, one on the left side.
straight for one of those. We'll choose the left, I guess.
All right. Garrett runs off, and as he begins to run off, the wizard tries to hit him with a quarterstaff, but misses.
Can't.
Fucking old bitch-ass wizard.
I've attacked, right? So he can't do that.
You have to attack this turn, not just once in combat.
Okay, well, miss it up, broski.
Oh, again, he missed. He whiffed like a biatch anyway.
He might have
Surprised
knocked
he
me
didn't
the
use
fuck
the
out,
spear that he got out.
right?
All right, and then you run to what? The door on the right or the left?
I chose the left. I don't know, man.
You open the door on the left.
Any
Inside, a kitchen.
fucking
On the far side, a painting above a cutting board.
go
A
to.
painting of a demon eating raw ham shanks.
That's it. I go to pick up the painting.
You rush across the room, snatch the painting off the wall, roll it up, tuck it into your bag.
Is there any exit?
No. You're gonna have to go back out the way.
Alright. So I very cautiously approach the exit of the kitchen and just sit there and end my turn.
You
And
come
hide.
out to the entryway of the kitchen, and Ibu is standing just in front of you. Do you tell him you have the painting or anything, or do you just...
I motion and point to the painting.
No. And then you said you're gonna use your bonus action to hide?
Mm-hmm.
Nope, didn't. With a 15. Okay, now it's Grizz.
Okay. Shit. I don't know he has the painting though. He didn't message me. So I
No.
will. Da, 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 da. We gon' yeah, I think we're gonna guiding bolt this dude. We'll do a level 3. Let's see. No, we'll do level 2. Oh, it ain't gonna matter. My bad. Still level 2, but I'm guessing that doesn't hit. And
No,
I
that
will
does
look
not hit.
inside the. Well, yeah, actually, I think I'll look inside the room behind me. I guess I can't investigate, right? So I'll just dip inside that room for a minute.
Okay, so you kind of
I'll-
step
I'll
back
be able to-
further into the
Yeah.
sitting room that you had already kind of moved into the entryway
Correct.
of.
Yeah.
You can roll perception to look around if you want.
Okay. We're rolling for it. It's terrible.
Okay.
See,
Yeah,
I don't
you're
even know it's a sitting
too
room.
concerned
What is
about
this thing?
Garrett.
Dope.
Garrett slash this wizard.
All right. Yeah. I won't message him or anything. I don't know any better. That's
All
it.
right, at this moment, the wizard turn. Hurt. His house starting to burn. Actually steps back outside onto the stone patio to get out of the flames.
Fuck.
He looks at Alara. Past Alara to see Ibu. Squints his eyes. Grabs his crystal orb and a red energy begins to glow in the center of it. He turns the orb upside and raises it. And suddenly the orb launches out at the speed of an arrow. stopping midair between Alara and Ibu, and explodes in a fiery boom. Dexterity saving throws from Garrett and Ibu and Alara.
Yeah, got one, bro.
Yeah.
Nice.
Hey!
Nice.
Look at them roll. Shit.
Wow. I'm glad Garrett rolled well. That could have been dead.
Damn. Right.
Well, unconscious Garrett, I guess.
I hope it's in.
So that is 15 damage apiece for each of you.
15
As
apiece.
fire, yes, as fire explodes, blasting out the wall into the area, the roof above to the second floor, causing a big sphere of no longer existing incinerated wood, and catching the outer realms of that wood on fire. You guys are now standing in what is beginning to be a burning and falling building, and it is Eva's turn.
Eva's turn. I'm right in front of that door under the stairs, correct? And I
Correct.
do not know if the painting's been found or not, do I?
He told you he had the painting.
Oh, okay.
He came out
Yeah,
and
I
pointed
motioned
to
to
it.
Well, you said homie ran out into the middle in front of the
He's
house.
like out on his patio now with because the door that was there got lightning blasted away and burned away by lightning. So he just stepped outside to get out of the fire that's now basically all over the floor of this entire house.
I'm gonna get up in his business. Can I get to him?
Yeah, you can rush up on him.
Can I get to the opposite side of him?
Yes.
Okay, there I am. And
As you run through, you
Oh.
do take 2 damage from the fire.
okay, cool.
And you go to stab him, and you miss with your first stab, and you miss with your second stab.
Great, cool, good turn.
Oh wait, you had advantage from guiding bolt. No, wait, guiding bolt missed, so it didn't give you
Missed.
advantage. It only gives it when it hits.
I'm not
Okay.
blessed, am I?
Yep. Stab, stab. Nope, nobody blessed right now.
Wow. Okay, cool.
Stab, stab. You miss with both. He nimbly dodges from side to side, his old body moving in ways you didn't think possible, to avoid the point of your spear.
I got
Anything else?
blessed. What's a fucking lightning bolt?
You're welcome.
Well, I feel blessed. Eva, anything else for you, man? Action-wise?
Nope, I'm good. I'm just gonna stay on that side of him.
Okay. Then we go to Alara.
Okay. Alara. Roll somatic. Okay. She's gonna say Hinga times 3.
Hinga.
Yeah. And or Hinga a try. And then create 3 other images of herself using mirror image.
Hinga.
And then use. So they kind of mimic my motions, right? So
Yeah, they are going to
like they exist
do
in my same
exactly
space.
what you do, and they exist in your same little 5-foot area that you control
Okay.
in the game. In Dungeons
So
and Dragons.
as a group, we're gonna move out of the building.
Okay. So you will be able to rush basically up to. Yeah, they just follow him. He doesn't get to like send them different directions or anything.
Right.
They
It's
literally
just
are always with him.
It's like
So
a
that when
shield
something attacks
almost.
him, they don't know if they're attacking him or a copy.
I see.
So you make 3 copies of yourself. So 4 versions of Alara come running through the fire out onto the patio, and you make it basically just next to Ibu and the wizard with your movement.
Okay.
Oh wait, no, you were only about 15 feet from him, so you can move past if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna
15
move out
feet.
into the open space outside the house.
Okay. Moving through the area, you do take 5 damage from the fire as you rush past.
Okay.
And then you are now out in the open field. That is not totally started to... It is ablaze, but you're not in fire right now out here in the field.
Okay. So, okay. Will I have a chance to move out of it before I'm like in fire?
Yes.
Okay. All right, then I'm good there.
Okay. Now it is Garrett, who is hidden at the kitchen entrance. That is now kind of just an open wooden burned out thing.
Is it still on fire?
Yeah, the whole house is burning.
Okay.
Pretty much. Like,
Is it bad
stuff
enough for
going.
me to make it back up to the chimney and get the fuck out to the roof?
The stairs are basically gone from the explosion of the fireball, so getting up to the second story would require some acrobatic climbing on your behalf, which is not impossible, but would require a roll.
I am very injured. I don't want to take any damage. Or die in a burning house. There's no windows or anything. Can I safely get through
There is a stained glass window in the kitchen. It does not look that it opens, but maybe you could break it. I didn't say that. Exit
Okay.
is very
I guess that
generic,
doesn't-
bro.
Alright. I look to the window, and I actually try to poke it out with my crossbow.
Oh,
The butt of it.
shoots the... Oh, butting it with the crossbow. Okay. Improvised weapon. So, go ahead and roll the d20. Just a flat d20 for me.
Okay. Well,
You don't break the window.
If you die in this house,
alright.
Where's
Strong
my
ass last, dude. I'm going to run and double dash out of the front door as fast as possible.
You use your dash to rush out of the house. Taking 3 fire damage as you sprint through the burning front foyer area.
Woo!
You
I'm like coughing
get out
up blood
into
and shit.
you get out into the open grass area and pass by Alara a couple of feet and are safe from the fire for now.
Cool. I'm just hiding.
And
behind
then
the
we
door.
move on to the Grizz.
Okay. The Grizz is gonna know
The only
that,
one still in the house.
yeah, he's gonna realize that his fat ass isn't making it through one of these broken windows, and he can see through the hallway the big explosion that's burning down the house now. So he's gonna dip out and start heading towards the outside of the house. Where's the wizard? Like, how far until I see him?
He's like
Is it as
on
soon
the
as I get in
doorstep,
hallway?
basically. Yeah, like once you get
Okay.
to the doorway, you'll see him outside. He's
So I'm
used his
gonna
reaction
run.
already swinging at somebody, so.
True. Well, I'm gonna run towards him. I don't know how many feet away I am. Like, just,
So you rush about 10 feet to get to the doorway. So now you're at melee with him after running 10 feet.
okay. Well, before I get into melee, I'm gonna toll the dead on him.
Okay, so you pop around the corner, see him, toll the dead. It hits.
So
15 necrotic damage. He is bloody.
And is that 10 of my movement then?
10 of your
or so?
movement, yes.
Sweet. So I'm gonna bonus action Misty Step through him and the doorway to the other side, and just like kind of
Awesome.
open my eyes real wide, and as I'm doing Toll the Dead, they whoosh, like Ebu, stealing some Ebu juice here,
Whoosh.
and appear 30 feet outside to the homies, and use the rest of my 20 movement to run past that area to get some distance on it.
At this moment, he looks back at his house, looks out at the 4 of you in the yard. And Ebu, you're right next to him, right?
Yeah, I'm like right behind him. Yeah.
Yeah, you just rushed up to try to stab him, but you're outside. Okay, so he turns around to see Ibu and the rest of you outside his house and realizes what might be burning inside. And he rushes inside, screaming, "No! I can't lose it!" Ibu, you may make an opportunity attack as he rushes away from you. If you so wish.
Can I try to grapple him?
Whoa.
No. But you may make an opportunity attack. That is what opportunity attacks are for.
And I miss.
You do not stab him. As he rushes into the burning building, gets burned some more, and rushes back towards the kitchen, out of your line of sight. Ibu, it is your turn.
Who else is outside the house?
Everyone.
Oh, well, let's get the.
You're the only one still on the patio. Everybody else is in the yard.
Peace out. Bye. Bye.
Ibu turns and runs for the tree line. And I'm assuming everyone follows him on their subsequent turns here.
Oh yeah.
Dip out
Yeah.
time.
Okay, so
Any other
only know
trappy?
well, so I'm going to. Oh, go ahead. I don't know whose turn it is.
We're cutting turns right here.
Okay,
Team effort. You got a second here. He's rushed into the burning building to look for the painting.
He said he was bloodied. Can I ready a spell?
Andy, I'm just gonna do a spell, homie.
What are you doing, buddy?
Okay, go ahead. I'll let Chris go first. It's kind of what I was gonna do, so.
He fails the saving throw.
It's only 23, but I just wanted to. I light whatever's left of the house and hoping.
Right, more of the
I'm
house
doing
is
it
on
right
fire
in
now.
towards him and hoping to hit the rest of the structural integrity so this house collapses. I don't want this guy following us, coming after his.
Alara,
thinking
do
while we
you
try to get it.
lightning strike the house?
No. After seeing Chris's fireball, I don't think it's necessary.
All right.
Garrett is gonna take his torch, light it with his flaming dagger, and throw it at the house.
Okay, roll
Chris
a
is gonna stand
d20
and
for
wait,
me.
By the way, that's hilarious.
Oh, fuck that.
Ooh, you throw the torch
That's what
at
you
one
get a
of the
good roll
stained
on.
glass windows, and it crushes through it, breaking the glass, and you see the chair from the dining room catch a blaze from your torch.
Oh, that's what's up. Fuck that chair.
Alright. I want to wait and see if he's gonna come out. I don't think I'm running.
You hear a "No! Where is it?" before the house collapses inward upon itself, and the fire is extinguished from the sudden change in oxygen availability in the area, and smoke rises up out of it. And you're standing there in the clearing as smoke slowly trickles up out of this collapsed home.
Garrett's gonna
hope he's
uncover the painting at that moment. Not quite knowing if
nice,
he's
you
fully
got it.
dead. But yeah, he's gonna open it up and see it and take another glance at it and see if it's still actually the painting. So he's
You open up the
skeptical.
painting, and it has changed. But it's still the same painting? The demon has an additional ham shank painted into the table. Upon further inspection, it's no ham shank at all. It's the leg of a man.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he's dead.
I think that means now if anybody steals the painting from you, you're gonna die.
Well,
If I had to guess.
gonna find
Well,
a
I
wizard
think we need to
and
make
a
it to this
dragon.
camp before sundown. let's double time this.
Garrett is.
All right. Unfortunately, guys, I am gonna have to call it here. We will do the second half of this day on the way to the sundown race next time. And we got a new level 6 in the chat and some 6.5s.
Congrats,
Oh,
you
right.
bitch.
Alara, you're a level 6 bitch now.
Level 6 bitch. I'm the level 6 bitch.
You're a level 6
Level 6 bitch.
homicidal maniac.
He was just in the way.
Wild sorcerer.
Couldn't have just busted out magic missile at level 3 and railed that
No.
dude?
No.
Oh man.
I wanted to light his house on fire.
My mistrust meter like went from like, oh, I'm almost okay, like to like full on. I completely.
That's the most I've
Yeah,
ever
this
been
chick
for
is-
in this campaign.
This chick is trying to kill us, but trying to make it look like it's an accident is
Yep,
what
right.
Grizz says officially.
Yeah.
Is thinks she's just looking for the opportunity. Like I ain't even gonna question her about it. I'm just gonna be like, oh, I see what's going on here. Like I got it.
Mhm.
I get it.
She could probably take us all out. She's just fucking. Gonna make it look like the perfect crime.
Yeah. We gotta watch ourselves in tough encounters with this chick.
I'm saying.
Well, guys, this has been an awesome session, and I look forward to continuing our epic journey.
Indeed, sir.
You gone next Sunday, Andy, you say, maybe?
Nope, I'm good.
So hold on.
Hold on.
Yes.
Hold on.
Actually.
Hold on. Let me holler at you. Let me
I might be
Holla, holla.
gone.
No!
I fly out the 21st. So.
Oh, that is Sunday.
Yep.
We're gonna move it by one day, possibly.
That being said, after Wednesday, I am off Thursday through the 21st when I fly out. So I can do any of those days except for Friday, probably.
Okay.
I'll type some stuff.
We'll
Discord.
type it in the Discord,
Yeah.
because I don't know when
Yeah,
I'm
I
free
gotta
there,
get going.
so. Yeah,
Later, dude.
later, dude.
See you guys.
Yeah. I'm gonna figure out what I do with level 6.
Bye, stream.